More on the Euro 2012 qualifiers in a moment, but let's head back to California now, where our reporter Craig Slater has been spending time in Audley Harrison's training camp as he prepares for his world title fight against David Haye next month. Craig.
Thanks very much. Yes, it is kind of a curiosity, isn't it, that such a serene, tranquil, beautiful place as this should make such a contribution to the brutalities of the boxing ring, but so it has. Over the recent past, the likes of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley and our own Lennox Lewis have come up here to Big Bear to finalise their preparations for big fights. But of course we have to remember boxing isn't just about brutalities, it's about artistry, it's about technique, it's about intelligence, and this man has been training and passing on those kind of attributes for the last 25 years as a trainer. Shadeed Suluki, you're Audley Harrison's trainer for this, but tell me, Shadeed, Audley, he's a good talker. We've heard him talking all morning. Is he also a good listener? Does he listen to you?
Yes, he does. Audley is a very good listener. You know, a lot of people, question whether he is because he talks so much. But when he's in the gym, he's dedicated. He's listening. He's a good student. But he's not the type of fighter you can just tell just anything or say, hey, do this without him asking why. And once, you answer the question why and he understands, then he'll do it.
So you have serious debates over whatever battle plan you are putting together. You hammer it out and have good arguments about it.
Well, in the beginning, I think when we first started working together, he wasn't quite sure if I really knew it. What type of training he'd heard about me, but he hadn't really worked with me. And so there were some questions he had to ask and we went back and forth. But now, no, he's a good listener.
Yeah. But Audley comes across as very confident, but he hasn't always been so confident. He sometimes has taken defeats badly in the past. He's honest about that. He talks about his confidence levels sometimes being low. Where do you think he's at mentally heading into this? Is he in a good place?
Oh, he's in a very good place. Ali knows himself now. He knows where he's at and knows his ability more than ever. Before it was a little question, but now there's no doubt. There's no doubt about this is his destiny. He feels that. That's Audley. Yeah. And as well as Audley, I feel it as well. It's a match made in heaven, the way he's a great student.
So looking at David Haye, I know you've got your battle plan. You're not going to reveal any of that, but can you give us an overall assessment of what you think of David Haye as a fighter?
I think David's a good fighter. You have to respect his accomplishments. I've watched him in amateurs. I've watched him in the professionals. So he's a heavyweight champion. But I just think that Audley is coming to his own, and I think Audley has the tools to beat David Haye. He will beat David Haye.
Okay, so when we look at a southpaw against an orthodox guy, we sometimes think back about, is the straight right hand the weapon to watch in terms of defence for your fella? David Haye does throw that straight right hand pretty venomously, even though he has come up from cruiserweight. You think he does pack power at elite level in the heavyweight division?
I think he does. He can punch. I question how smart he is. He punches fast, he punches hard. But is he really technical, or is he, from the old school of boxing? I think David just throwing punches. I don't even think he realized why he's throwing punches. I've seen him throw a straight right hand. I've seen him throw an overhand right. I've seen him spin people and hit them in the back of the head. I've seen, he just, he's not very well schooled. And I think that's going to be the advantage.
You're part of an elite group as well, we have to say. You're one of the few trainers that's engineered a victory against a Klitschko. You took Lamont Brewster to victory over Vladimir Klitschko 4 or 5 years ago. A brutal knockout. Now that was 8-1, I think it was. Audley's an underdog as well here, but you don't care about odds like that.
Oh, no, matter of fact, I enjoy it. I enjoy being the underdog. So that really shows my ability and shows my fighter ability. I was the last one to beat Vladimir, and I know how to beat him.
And that was with Emmanuel Stewart in the other corner.
Oh, yeah,
and, so Adam Booth's not quite maybe Emmanuel Stewart's level. I think he'd even admit to that, is he?
No, he's not. He's not. I don't take anything away from Adam, but I don't think he's to that level of Emmanuel, Theo, Kenny Kroom, Buddy McGirt, or the old school. He's not. He doesn't know boxing. He has some. David Haye is a good athlete, and he taught him some things. But when we get in the trenches, and he goes back to that corner, and he has to make adjustments, I don't think Adam Booth is going to be able to tell him anything.
Okay, fair enough. 25 years in the game then. Do you get a feeling in your bones when you get towards a big fight like this of the way the result's going to go? Have you got a good feeling about this?
I have a very good feeling about this fight. Like I said, I told you before, I watched David Haye, before we even got this fight. I follow the heavyweight division. And I'm convinced that we're going to school him.
Okay.
I know what David A. brings to the table. You know, don't get me wrong, he can punch. Got fast hands. He's gutty. But when you start getting hit and you don't know how to answer back or have the answer to why you're getting hit, then that's when that doubt sets in. And when he goes back to his corner, that's where Adam has to come in and step up. Can he? There's a big question mark.
Okay, we'll see. But a little bit later on, we're going to be seeing Audley Harrison go through his paces live in that gymnasium in there. It's looks kind of old school. It's a bit like Little House on the Prairie, Shadeed. But what are we going to be seeing him doing a bit later on?
Actually, you're going to see a workout. You know, we're going to go through some things. We're not going to show you everything, but we're just going to give the fans a little workout that we're serious about what we're doing. You know, as you see, you know, we're here in Big Bear, away from everybody, away from his family, my family, away from civilization, really. You know, so we're serious about this.
Great stuff. Thank you very much, Shadeed. Good talking to you. Yep, we're looking forward to that workout. Audley Harrison and Shadeed will be going through their paces in the ring in that gymnasium over there. Audley, he's in winning form at the moment. To bounce back, one prize fighter, won the European title. Can he go on and win a world title? But we'll have his workout live on Sky Sports News coming up in the next hour. Not one to miss.